In 2019, astronomers watched something break off Jupiter's great red spot that looked like it was dying, dark red flakes, some as big as Texas, peeling away from its edge and dissolving into the clouds around it. For a few weeks, people who tracked Jupiter thought they were watching the end of a storm that had raged since before anyone on Earth had a telescope pointed at it. The Great Red Spot is an anticyclone wider than Earth itself, spinning counterclockwise once every 4.5 days with winds clocked at over 400 miles per hour along its outer edge. It's been watched continuously since the 1830s, and something very much like it was already being sketched by astronomer Giovanni Cassini back in 1665. Nothing else in the solar system has stayed angry for that long. Here's the part that stopped scientists cold. In 1879, the storm stretched close to 25,000 miles across, wide enough to fit 3 Earths side by side. Today it barely spans 10,000 miles, just over the width of one Earth, and it has been shrinking for over a century straight. Something out there has been feeding it just enough to keep it from disappearing entirely. We post a new one of these every single day, so if a storm the size of a planet eating its way through space to survive sounds like your kind of story, subscribe now so you don't miss tomorrow's. NASA's Juno spacecraft has been flying directly over the Great Red Spot since 2016, and its instruments found the storm isn't just a flat swirl on the cloud tops, its roots plunge over 200 miles down into Jupiter's atmosphere, tied into heat rising from the planet's deep interior. That depth is why the 2019 flaking event didn't kill it. When smaller storms wandered too close, the Great Red Spot pulled them in and absorbed their energy, patching itself back together like it had never been hurt. Drop a comment below and tell me if you'd ever heard that Jupiter's most famous storm is basically eating to stay alive. Which means the Great Red Spot isn't dying so much as running low on food. Storms it can swallow are getting harder to find as Jupiter's cloud bands calm down in some regions, and researchers now think that within a few more decades, it could shrink from an oval into a perfect circle, and eventually vanish into the same orange bands it once ruled over. Hit the bell so you catch that story the moment new footage comes in.